So welcome to the H-Files 5 in 5. This is the feature where we're going to be serving up the juiciest morsels of wisdom from the H-Files. I'll be endeavouring to do 5 key takeaways in 5 minutes, hence 5 in 5. So this is perfect for when you want all the insights, but you only have time for the highlights. So sit back, relax, and let us deliver the best bits, no fluff, all flavour. So today's episode is a special one because we're talking about the often overlooked art of the personal values that you need to succeed in international markets. And my guest, Marco Romby, is a veteran in the business of international healthcare, having expanded operations for companies across the globe. So if you're thinking about growing internationally, this episode is a must listen. So let's dive in to the wisdom that Marco shared. So takeaway number 1 is humility and curiosity are the foundation. So Marco started with a powerful piece of advice: seek first to understand rather than to be understood. Often companies entering a new market assume that they can replicate what works at home, and Marco made it very clear that this approach doesn't work, because humility means recognizing that you're not the expert in the foreign market. Curiosity drives you to learn about the people, their culture, and the subtleties that make their market tick. So as we discussed, the companies that succeed are those that embrace learning and respect the unique dynamics of each market. So the key suggestion from this takeaway is start your next market entry by scheduling interviews with local stakeholders to learn about their unique challenges and opportunities. Takeaway number 2 is partnerships are a two-way street, because when you're building partnerships abroad, we highlighted the need for a critical shift in mindset. Stop focusing on what your partner can do for you and start thinking about how you can add value to them. And a good partnership begins with sitting on the same side of the table, both literally and figuratively. Discuss their goals, understand what matters to them, and align on a shared mission. A strong partnership is mutually beneficial, and companies that treat it as a one-sided relationship will struggle to succeed. So before drafting any partnership agreement, spend time with potential partners to understand their business goals and their priorities. So takeaway number 3 is cultural awareness is a non-negotiable. Cultural differences can make or break your market entry, and we discussed some excellent examples to drive this point home. For instance, in some cultures, a yes may well mean a no, and in others, saving face is more important than direct feedback. Even small gestures like learning how to say thank you in their language or understanding the proper way to exchange business cards that shows respect and it builds credibility. People appreciate genuine effort. Even if you make a mistake, your sincerity will go a long way. It's not about mimicking their culture perfectly. It's about showing respect and demonstrating that you've made an effort. So always research the cultural norms and etiquette of your target market and prepare a list of questions to clarify any misunderstandings during meetings. Takeaway number 4 is deliver what you promise. One of Marco's mantras is do what you say and say what you do. Now, it sounds simple, but delivering on your promises is a standout trait in international business. Many companies overpromise and underdeliver, which obviously erodes trust. So we emphasize that reliability, whether that's sending a document when you said you'd do it, or showing up for a meeting on time and actually showing up for the meeting, these are foundational things for building long-term partnerships. In Marco's words, trust takes years to build, seconds to break, and potentially forever to rebuild. He also warned about the dangers of overpromising, especially as a senior leader, because if you commit to something your team can't deliver, you'll undermine not only your external relationships, but also your internal ones. So make sure that you take minutes and track promises made during meetings, ensuring follow through on every single commitment. So finally, takeaway number 5, focus on the first step. We stress the importance of focusing on your first step in international expansion. It's tempting to plan for every single detail of a 10-year journey, but the reality is that plans evolve. Instead, concentrate on that first critical action, whether it's identifying that right partner, whether it's understanding the local market, or whether it's refining your product for that specific region. As Marco beautifully put it, Every long journey begins with a single step. Put your energy into that first brick and build steadily from there. We also emphasize the importance of prioritizing mission critical tasks over what's convenient. Starting with the hard, impactful steps can set the tone for long-term success. So our suggested action for you is go and identify the single most critical task for your market entry and dedicate focused time and resources to completing it effectively. So there you have it, 5 game-changing insights from Marco Romby that can help you succeed in international business. So let's recap. Number 1, approach new markets with humility and curiosity. Number 2, treat partnerships as two-way streets by providing value. Number 3, respect and understand cultural nuances. Number 4, deliver on your promises to build trust. And number 5, focus on the first step and take it with conviction. Now, these takeaways are simple, but they're profound. Remember, international business isn't just about selling a product. It's about building relationships. It's about respecting cultures and, more importantly, doing what you say you'll do. Thank you very much for tuning in to 5 in 5. If you enjoyed this episode, then share it with someone who could use these insights and also direct them to the full episode. Don't forget to subscribe and join me next time for more practical wisdom in just 5 minutes. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and keep making an impact.